you guys. Happy Monday. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're not. Today I want to talk about my relationship with food as an autistic person and how my sense of smell gets in the way of me eating. I have a restricted diet and I eat the same things every day. My dinner is usually different most days, but it's typically around the same types of items. I eat the same thing every morning for breakfast, which is 1 egg over medium with salt, pepper, garlic, thyme, pepper flakes, and paprika with a piece of toast. I am sensory seeking when it comes to foods, so I like my foods salty, spicy, sweet, and sour. For lunch, I usually have chicken nuggets. For dinner, I usually have something made with chicken or beef. However, as of the last 6 months or so, I have had a harder time eating meat. The taste is off. And also, I used to be an avid seafood eater, and some seafoods aren't tasting good to me anymore either, and I'm not exactly sure why. There's a couple things that I'm tossing around in my head thinking could be a connection, and one of them is because I've been sober for 2 years and the fact that I've been enduring less stress lately, my body is getting recalibrated. It is craving different types of food and more of it. I have been consumed with the thoughts of food for the last couple weeks, thinking that I'm hungry all the time, but I also mouth stim a lot. When I do snack, it's usually something like some sour candy or some potato chips or crackers, something crunchy. I like to mouth stim. When I was little, when I was about 5 or 6 years old, and the first time I drank out of a milk carton at school, I could not drink it. It smelled like burnt wax, like after you blow out a candle, that smell. I could not drink it. I inspected the carton and I noticed at the top of the carton, on the little flap on top, the expiration date was branded, burnt onto it. And then I realized as I got older that it wasn't the taste because I could drink milk other places. It was because my sense of smell is so keen that it would taste like the burnt wax that was coating the carton. I cannot smell lamb or lard. I smell either one of those and I automatically start gagging. It doesn't matter how it's prepared. Those two things instantly make me gag. When I was about 15 years old, 14, 15 years old, I worked at a place called A&W. They also owned the Taco Time in the same town. I worked in A&W for a while, but I couldn't stand the smell. I started working at Taco Time. I had to quit from there too because of smelling the same thing every day was making me nauseous. I could not work there anymore. Here's another example of my sense of smell being so keen and the way it affects my eating. I made a chicken stew last week, and because it took hours to cook and simmer on the stove, that's all I could smell. And then I couldn't eat it because I felt like I had been eating it all day. I couldn't eat it at all, and I ended up having to throw it away. I get in fear of testing new foods because I'm afraid that I'm not going to like the texture, or I'm going to have, if you can see it in my face already, I'm getting a disgusted look. If I'm around somebody, I'm going to have that instant knee-jerk, disgusting look reaction on my face and spit out whatever I'm eating. I've done that in public. I don't mean to. It's just a knee-jerk reaction. Just in public, in a restaurant. I did that with pho once because there was gristle in it. Oh, it was horrible. And it was a first date. Happened a long time ago. Anyway, I have been snacking more healthy. Like yesterday, when I felt like I was hungry or needed to mouth stim, I ate a banana and then I had 2 celery stalks with cream cheese on it. And that kind of curbed me for a while, but I still ended up having to munch on some sour candy to get whatever stimulation was in me out. So I don't know if any of that was helpful to you guys. That's just been my relationship with food lately and when I was younger. And that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thanks again for watching. Have a good day. Bye.